everybody, my name is Scott. I also go by the artist name We Forgot, and today I am doing my ways we forgot really close to work, so I am doing it in my room. I'm going to try to do the other two, but I've got 40 minutes before work, so yeah. I thought I was going to do what I call my re-day today, and it's where I look back at how the week has gone and how I can adjust to make sure that I'm successful in the coming weeks of doing this. But I ended up, getting pretty sidetracked today. And in that, I ended up doing a lot, but it was like old stuff. I got really involved with my looping setup again, which is really cool, and I have a lot of fun with it. But I find that it can be a massive time suck, which does make me think. And maybe, I'll talk a little bit about some of these ideas right now. But yeah, I really enjoy looping, but I've found that I can get like just lost in just doing it for hours and hours and hours, and not really make a whole lot of progress. So I feel like I need to be a little bit more intentional with it. I have used timer techniques before, even while doing this looping stuff, and it has been sort of helpful in keeping me going. I also, found that there was a couple other little things that I was doing that was making things just a little bit easier to get distracted today. So I'm going to be working on that the next, couple days, and hopefully I'll be able to share some looping with you all soon. I have some really cool setup that I've been working on for a very long time, that can do quite a lot because I've programmed it to do what I want it to do. But there are little temperamental pieces to it. It doesn't work very well in summer, so it's finally becoming sort of the fallish kind of time. So everything is colder. I can more easily keep the computer cold or cool to be able to run all of this stuff at the same time, which is, I guess, something that is required. Eventually, I'd like to be able to, stream it and do all of that. I think I might need to get another computer to be able to do that. And that might have to just wait for a bit, but we'll see. The universe provides in really cool and unexpected ways. But yeah, right now I feel like I I can pick to loop, or I can pick to capture the video from the computer and stream it. Yeah. I guess that today I'll talk just sort of about just returning to old projects and how that can be really cool. Like I was sort of saying earlier, I loop a lot and I go in and out of it, and I'll really focus on it super hard for a couple months, and then I'll switch to something else. When I came back to it this time, there were a couple things that weren't working exactly right, and I had to install the firmware on a controller that I have, called the Cuneo. In the end, I was able to do it, so that was really good. But yeah, it took me a second to get back to where I was, and I'm still not quite back, but it's amazing how the muscle memory does sort of come back. And I do feel in certain ways some of the ideas that I was sort of formulating at the time needed time to sort of finish developing and stepping away. I feel like now that I've stepped in, there are a couple of ways that I just all of a sudden was like, oh, this works this way. So that's been really helpful. And again, I'll really aim to try to make sure that there's some way I can share it over this next week, so you can sort of see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I feel like I'm sort of like in this mode of exploring old ideas again. I feel like there are a lot of projects that I've sort of gone into and left at different times, and sometimes just sort of stopping as I feel like I'm getting somewhere with it. All of a sudden, I'm just like, whatever. Or I work really hard at it, and then it doesn't necessarily garner or get the, sort of attention that I expect it to get. So I'm excited to explore looping more again, and I'm excited to explore more timer-based stuff again. I sort of talked about it a little bit earlier. I used to have this little streaming show called The Important Not Particularly Urgent Show. And I did it twice a week. It was a 2-hour show where I would use this Pomodoro technique. I'd do 3 Pomodoros, so 3 25-minute focused attention tasks instead of 4, so that the time would be a little bit quicker. But yeah, that was something that was a lot of fun, and so maybe I'll explore that again. Yeah. But anyway, my name's Scott. I go by the artist name We Forgot, and this has been Ways We Forgot. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I'm going to move into my guitar cover next, and then I will, or guitar offering, move into an improv offering, and I'll try to post these maybe when I get to work, because I don't know if I'll have time to do it before I go. But anyway, much love to you all out there. I hope that you are giving love to the most important relationship in your life, which should be you. Not again in the selfish way, but just realize that if you're not giving it to yourself, then you're going to feel like you don't have it. And then you're going to want it and need it from someone else. And that is not something that you can do for long. But anyway, I will see you all soon.